on her experience about how she found the program at the school, and maybe Bridget also say how you took the program. Was it online in your case? Was it face-to-face? What your experience has been? So Bridget Mpata is a seasoned policy expert, currently working on social policy as a social policy officer at UNICEF in Malawi. Her expertise spans social protection programming, humanitarian assistance, qualitative research, and child protection. Bridget recently graduated from the school with her master's in development policy and practice, and might I say, with distinction. She also holds a postgraduate diploma in public management from the University of the Witwatersrand and a bachelor's in social work. Bridget says she's passionate about leadership development within the African continent. Bridget, if you would please, just for a few minutes, tell us about your experience.
All right. Thank you, Mosa, and good afternoon, everybody. I will just briefly talk about my experience within the school. So as someone who recently graduated from the master's program that you're considering, if you're on the call, I'm hoping that you're actually considering it. I can confidently tell you that the journey is both challenging but also very rewarding. So the program is truly dynamic, as Mosa has said. So it offers a wide range of expertise from leadership, governance, public policy making and implementation, as well as regional integration. So I think the curriculum for me offered and tackled these complexities through the lens that was generally relevant to the African context. So I hope it will be relevant to you as well. So it could be that you're within government or the NGO space or multinational organizations as I am. I think the curriculum that's offered within the school is very relevant, and the learning experience will be also relevant to anyone coming from these sectors. And I hope it could be impactful for you as it has been for me. One of the things that stood out for me throughout the year that I did the program, which I did online fully for 1 year for 2023, was that the school approaches leadership not only to just focus on academic excellence or your intelligence, but also just making sure that you throw in a bit of emotional intelligence in there. So it ensured that at least the students emerge as well-rounded leaders. So if you're looking at development policy and practice, the practice itself will obviously involve you dealing with people. So I guess the balance between your IQ and EQ is very relevant if you have to then move from just the theory to then the practice itself. And the thematic pillars around research were very dynamic. I think you will find your tribe on the focus that you choose. I did find mine. Mine was mainly public policy making, but also regional integration. But in the end, I leaned more towards public policy making because that's the area that I'm working in right now. So obviously, you will find something that's more relatable to you. Now, I have colored it so well. But I have to say that whether you choose a 1-year program or part-time 2-year option, it's important that you understand that the school itself demands your full commitment. The program itself demands your full commitment. The workload is very rigorous, and the evaluations do not let it fool you that it's assignments and everything like that. It's very intense. But I think it should be expected if you're studying at Africa's top institution, might I say, or if you're choosing ECT, you should expect it. So you will need to make the sacrifices.
For our position globally. I'm going.
Sorry. So you will need to make those sacrifices that you have to make for a year or two. But I can assure you that it's absolutely worth it. And it's doable in the end. It might be intense, but it's doable. And for me, it's by far the most rewarding decision I've ever made. So as you prepare to transition from being a prospect from this call to a candidate in the master's program, PGDIP, PhD, whichever option that you might choose, I encourage you that you embrace the challenge and the opportunity that the program is going to offer. The school offers so much support. People are always available to support you throughout assignments. If you just want to hear from someone different, just bounce your ideas through someone. It's always a rewarding opportunity because there's always somebody there. So do not be afraid if it's just online and you might think you will not have enough time or somebody to support you. There's always somebody to support. So I hope you make that decision to join the school. Obviously, the support makes it manageable. And if you're still working on your application, I hope that today's session will give you the motivation and encouragement to then embark on this life-changing journey. And I wish you all the best. Thank you, and back at you, Musa.
Thank you very much, Bridget. I mean, you've really touched on very important points. So thank you for just sharing your experience. Sorry. Okay, I'm unmuted. So thank you very much, Bridget, for sharing your experience. And you know, I'm glad that it's been a positive experience. And might I say, Bridget,